All right, going live right now, and we're going to start streaming in about 5 or so minutes. Just getting everything set up here. All right, let's get the game up. There it goes.
Daganronpa.
Good there. Strong is healthy. Oh, gotta get my water.
Daganronpa.
Through. Okay. Get all the phlegm out. All right. Make sure the connection's healthy. All right. Looking through there. Okay, here we go. Everything pulled up. Okay, got that. Ah, that's what I'm missing. Aha, here we go. All right. There we go. Now I'm ready to go. Ready to roll for some Some Daganronpa. Oh, right. Chat. Pull chat up. Okay. Live there. Okay. Pull that through there. And let's get going. All right, last time when streaming Daganronpa, we still collecting clues about the murder of Taka and Hifumi, and I feel like we were very close to a class trial, almost there. We just gotta figure out what's going on here, and we can pull it together. So getting that ready. All right. Definitely load this save information. So the thing that's still bugging me out the most is how did they move Hifumi? All right. We end up here. Let's figure out where we were at, because I know for a second there we were pulling everything together like this. And now I know that repository. Okay. Good. Thank you, game. It's keeping me on track. It's making sure that I know exactly where I'm going. All right. Where's that repository? Third floor. All right, we can do this. Okay, now. All right, let's check here. Oh, no, that's not it. I will get there eventually. Wait, no. Wait. Which repository is it? This one? Aha, it was this one. Alright. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment. Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka without hesitation. She began poking and prodding the bodies. The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using a similar weapon. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Alright. Let's look at the bodies. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer... Yes! That's my biggest problem! How do they move it? From the nurse's office where he was discovered, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, without anyone noticing. I just can't see how that's possible. Further, it seems Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse's office. But when we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that? And why? Okay. Taka was killed with a blow to the head. He must have been struck with Justice Hammer 4, which was laying on the floor in the equipment room. Oh, buddy. And there's a tarp laid out under his body. The killer must have used it to move Taka's body. The way wouldn't leave any bloodstains as it was moved. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you again. Makoto, I found something. You did? You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore in his left hand? He did? Well, thanks for noticing that. I didn't. Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you just like other people that much? No, it's not that. Anyway, so you say he had a wristwatch. Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the left hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watches broke sometime just after 6. But last night, Taka's watch wasn't broken.
Hey you! How long are you gonna keep us waiting?
Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch.
It's almost 10 o'clock! You know that! Bedtime for all the little boys and girls!
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning, it must have happened at 6 this morning.
Broken wristwatch has been added to the truth bulletins.
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right. There's something white in there. Can you try and pry it out? Me? Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right? Oh, okay. As much as I didn't want to get into, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I finally able to free the object from its tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper? Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it? I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body. Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own.
Kyotako's scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Well... okay. We know all this. Okay. So, I don't know why I can't just click on him. So,
did you find anything? I did. More than expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper? Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden? He stuffed it in his pants. So you could only assume he hid it on purpose, you see.
in his pants! Wait, so you...
It was just his pants. Not like his sock or something.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up.
When I think of how stuffed on his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I will never forgive you for this.
A note? I found a hole. Maybe I can use it to escape. Oh, I'm gonna do it in Hifumi voice. I found a hole. Maybe you could use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. That sounds very familiar.
That's it! It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
Of course he was. Although, it's not exactly the same, is it?
Oh, last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said.
I found a hole. Maybe we could try it. Use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out. So don't tell anyone else for now. Let's be in the rec room at 1 a.m. Ooh. Different location. And different time. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote Hifumi asked to meet at 6 a.m. Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh? Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to be part ripped off? Maybe it was a name or a signature. Can you maybe explain a little more? Come on, dude. It's a name or a signature. Think carefully. Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea. What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper? What if it was he was holding? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. No, easy. Probably a signature there. And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there were any reason to think that they were connected to the killing in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right? If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone on my way to mention it. All I said was they weren't used to help carry out their murders. They may come up at a point. However, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Hugo thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. E-handbooks added the truth bullet section of your handbook. For purpose? Nighttime?
Are you
Right.
excited?
You pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Oh, I didn't realize we were that close. Alright, let's go! There's fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing life and death. So, with no further ado, everyone please, usual spot. Your way to the red door on the first floor of the school.
See you soon.
Alright.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. I thought we had a limited time. I thought we initiated when the class trial starts. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go into the settings menu and see if I can turn all the voices completely down. See, it's on, it's completely down. I don't know why it gives me any voices whatsoever, but I will do my best to try that out during the trial. I might have to go back to listening to their voices once the trial actually begins, so. Red door, red door. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered at the red door. What does it mean? Hello, Dragon Flare. Good to have you back. Aha. All right. Okay, have that. Interesting. Ah, there we go. And as soon as we were all there... Two Makumas! Hello, hello, hello! He's multiplied? Nope, nope. Not multiplication. It just... Nope! Not multiplication. It just looks like that way because of illusion. Aha. I'm moving so fast. It only looks like I multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Huh. Can we just get to the elevator already? You're not playing along! Along! We're not here to play with you. Okay, fine. But if everyone's here ready to go, please board the pain train. Ah, elevator. Ooh. Okay, then shall we? Hold on. I'm not mentally prepared yet. I feel the same way. I feel like I'm not mentally prepared as well. You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. Very adamant about that. Very adamant. I already told you, I didn't do it. For serious. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Or the note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. No, it can't possibly be him. It's gotta be, someone else. This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom. She's right. Let's go down there first. Then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive. And for the two that lost their lives. Yeesh. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed our friends. The killer is... someone right here. Alright. Tell I shot. Yeah. It wasn't me! You gotta believe me! Yeah. I totally believe you. Were you listening? Wait till we got to the courtroom to begin your arguing. Okay, let's get it on! I took one last deep breath and inhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard. Ooh, I'm so excited, And the steel box began to move. There seems to be a very big delay on my stream right now, but the clunky of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up to a cruel fate. Alright, let's do it! Well, I see you all gathered together like this. I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax. Oh, climax. Only 'cause of you.
Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute!
Stop goofing around and let him begin the trial.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. Just like I did. Holding a break. I never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly glass trial! I do want to save. Yes. Alright. E-handbook. Let's look at our truth bullets. Blue tarp. Hifumi's glasses. Spotless hammers. Repository door. Equipment room bloodstain. There's a lot of clues here. Alright. Let's set skills. Okay. I've added in some, at least the one of them I got. I will finish preparations. All rise for the Honorable Judge Monokuma. For the great explanation of the class trial. So your votes will determine the results. Oh. Can't figure out who done it. You only receive punishment if you pick the wrong one. One outside's the blackened, and the only that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin. We already know who did it. Was that? It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place. We found him at that suit. Don't try to deny it. You killed them.
I didn't do it! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer, murderer?
I'm sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know! I don't know! I don't know!
Is Hiro really the killer? Or before anything else, we have to make that clear. Alright, let's... Okay, Yasuro's message. Alright. Any ideas? Proof enough. Okay, I didn't see quite. I mean, look at the blueprints. If I remember right, Hiro's handwriting. Oh, yeah.
Objection!
See, I'm trying to think of this one. I really don't have any idea. Like, they really got me guessing on this one. Are we really sure Hero really made those blueprints? What do you mean? Well, take a look at this. It's a note that Hero wrote asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When I compare it to the blueprints, there's no way you could think that's the same person made both of them. Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
That's true. No, the differences are bigger than that, I think. Come on, I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway. I believe that.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hero's the culprit? And he's not the only one. I think Hero is innocent as well.
What? He agrees with me? Huh?
Then who is it in Robo Justice suit? Like Hero said, was there really someone running around in a second suit? Suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was. And of course, he passes it on to me. So, who was it in the Robo Justice suit? The suspicious individual in question was... Why? Me? That cost was super big on me. No way I can walk in that thing. You saw me try it on yourself, Makoto. Ah, I could have sworn that was it. I thought it was. Yeah, that cost too super big. I'm sure of it.
That's right, they're all working behind the scenes to try to set me up. Those dudes are super scary, for serious.
It could have been.
Come on.
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit. Oh. I thought there was going to be something. There can be no doubt Hero is the prime suspect. Doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it. That makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
What you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit case has nothing to do with being in the Robo Justice suit. What? Now that's a bold assumption. Why do these have such a statement? You do not have any reason, yes? Of course. But before we get to that, something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way. Hey, stop trying to boss us around. All things have a proper order.
So what? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. Oh, and his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
I got it!
There's still one more thing. The thing it used... Yeah! Back on track. There was a dolly and a tarp, right? Shit. What's with that attitude? Yeah, man! So let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And then we found it for the second time. It was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was that same tarp that up until it was stored in the equipment room. So Killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it. Okay, so let's explain the tarp.
And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
Ah. Makes sense. In other words, you'll think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure that you're not mistaken?
Huh?
Sure, absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when you found Taka's body. The dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. Statues would be very strange to indeed discover it made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible it was in the repository all along, and you simply did not realize it?
She raised an objection. How do you respond?
There's no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. Lucky boy. And we all accepted the fact you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Hey, screw you!
I don't have to take that from you. Let's see if I can get this back going. Come on, internet, play game with me. Alright. Stream went off for a second. The stream is restarted. Okay. There we go. I definitely make sure that starts back up. And pull up OBS. Okay. I think that should fix it. Okay. It's having problems. Alright. I think we're good now. Okay. Back in character.
You can't even see your feet. You really think someone killed the dolly that way?
Yeah. It'd be totally possible. Now, I can say for sure myself. On top of that, if you're wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp. Well, I mean, is it just a matter of taking the suit when you're ready to move the body? There's absolutely no chance the costume. You can't take it off by yourself. Got it.
I don't think that taking off the suit was an option, if you remember.
I don't know what happened with this suit thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid freaking thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help. Then, you really can't take it off by yourself. Hero was just making it up. Of course I wasn't making it up.
He could have gotten off by himself. I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect him.
Yeah, that's right.
So if it's really true, the robot just couldn't have moved the dolly.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait a second. If you please.
Have you forgotten about the picture that I took today? Okay, good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by robot justice. It was in the suit, not the culprit. How did you explain that? Besides, do you remember that now deceased Hifumi said? How did you get hurt?
Yeah, guy, he hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's why I decided to call him just now. So long as the facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on for a second, dudes.
You still thoroughly to reach that conclusion. Yes, indeed. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. We are indeed kind of in a hurry for a verdict. Should we explore every single possibility first? Instead of seizing one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, where do we go from here?
Let's review the series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new. Yeah, what a pain in the ass!
We disagree, but our lives are on the line. If that's what it takes, we have to do it.
Maybe we'll find out where the heck Kyoto was when everything went down. I'm really wondering too.
Let's take another look about what happened. I suppose we can start with this morning. For our gathered together in the dining hall, Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but no one else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 AM.
As soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing. She did go missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room, and quickly came Makoto and me.
Seems we were unconscious for about half an hour after I was attacked by my mysterious assailant. And that was an hour, because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. Turns out, it was Robo Justice.
Well, it's gotta be Celeste who's involved now. Is she the helper? Because we know it's 2 people involved in this.
It soon became clear that the Robot Justice had abducted Fumi. We were soon joined by our search for Byakuya and Toko, and we went to find Fumi in the library. It was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and reserved our search for the suspect. But not after long leaving the office.
Question mark. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the 2nd floor. And soon after that, saw something moving around the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so I heard it further down. And then... Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... tech problems. I don't know. I apologize. I don't know what it is. It must be my internet in the area, because I pulled everything. Let me see if there's anything else I can do real quick. Let's see about that. That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office! This is bad! Come on! We have to go back! At that point, we decided to dive into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. While Sakura's Byakuya and Toko chased after the suspect. When we from the nurse's office, we found Hifumi dead. And that was when we heard the body discovered announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened. Meanwhile, we just had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies almost the exact same time. What could have been one announcement at a time. Because we'd heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body. And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. The 3 of us headed to the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who had arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw she was right. We remarked, "We left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again." This can't be happening. I said, "Are we hallucinating this or something?" But when we got there, we discovered now that Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching for the school 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time had passed, informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed towards the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses together. I think about covers it. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me there's not a simple series of connected events. Okay, well, it's true. Then what? Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider them each murder a separate situation. Ooh. And from there, we can cover the contradictions in them. Contradictions, eh? Very curious. Then, let's get started beginning with what we happened to Taka. The contradiction is hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth in this case, I have to find out no matter what. Let's figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Or perhaps it was after. Definitely don't know that. I thought we knew that. I thought we understood what order they happened in. Ah! Arrgh! After. What makes you say that? That's true. That was true! We're numbered, but I feel like that was a true statement. There we go. Come on! I can do this! Ah! This really gets my goat. Okay. say that. I don't get it! What am I doing wrong? I took the only two options they could give me. Those are the only two options they gave me. Do I have to... We don't... Yeah! Come on! Okay, we'll try it again. This is very confusing. Taka came last. Did you say that? There are literally two options! I've selected both of those options. Am I forgetting a, I can't win! This is, the game is broken. I've selected both options they gave me. I don't get it. Okay, I don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna lose here because I forgot how I remember. Okay. Okay. This makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know why my stream is going at so far behind. Yeah. Don't reveal. No. Okay. Okay, let's... Huh. Yeah, let's give it another shot. I cannot give up now. Okay. Okay. What's that? Okay. I totally forgot how to... Okay. Time to figure some things out. Okay, I'm looking up at controls. weak point numbers. Okay. Let's get back into this. I can remember how to do this. Okay. Oh, that's how. Okay. At least I remember how to do it. Okay. We're back on memorize yellow statements. Okay. Oh, duh. Okay. I forgot that was a mechanic. These things happen too infrequently for me to be able to remember the controls. No! Ah! So close. Ugh. Okay. I could do it. Hallelujah! Hallelujah. It has been... So the hammers were used in the same murder. Treasure. So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in that order. Aha. I figured it out. Thank you. Thank you, Dragonflare. I have fixed my incompetence. But in reality, he was killed before Hifumi? Okay, then, let's see the proof. And this is the proof Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something with the what time must have died. The watch! The watch. Wristwatch. Yay! I did it! I did it! I did the whole Wheel of Fortune thing. I did Wheel of Fortune. See, look at the block broken hands pointing just past 6 o'clock. It must have gotten broken when he attacked by the killer because of last night. Me! Hey, you! How are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock! You know that. Bedtime is for all little boys and girls. So it wasn't broken after 6 last night. Then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning. And what is his official time of death? That's true. That he was killed well before Hifumi. Before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7. That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place. The simple facts pass all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the orders of events all because of the Justice Hammers. That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers in each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, we saw how they were used in each incident. We'd easily make the wrong assumption. We did make the wrong assumption. Now, Taka was killed around 6. Everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Yep. Guess when he was killed, he had to meet up at the cafeteria during the dining hall.
Yep. That may be true with the case of Taka's murder. But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
Yeah, I noticed the message of delay. I tried to... It's the stream. I don't know what it is about the internet that's causing problems, but ugh. Let me just try something here. Nope, still not. It must be just terrible internet tonight. Ugh.
When I heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together, except for Hiro and Kyoko. They all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. It's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know. They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
That's true. Where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Let's stop there. There was also the moment where we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, but everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there disappeared Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered in the nurse's office because of Hifumi gone missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, if there's... then what if just like Jill... She could have been dragged Taka's body out of there, right?
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. That's true, because if you just established, she passed out in the equipment room where his body disappeared. Because I didn't do it either of them anyway. In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
You're super guilty looking, shifty eyes. You got the shifty eyes.
On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things. So what now, Kyoko? Now, can't get fixated on who did it. We'll just keep going around in circles. Instead of who, I propose start talking about how. For Healer, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved. It's true, we searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. According to what Celeste said, it could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though.
You're super guilty looking.
So then, the killer is able to get in and out, move Hifumi's body, in that short of amount of time. It would seem so. His body disappeared, and 1 minute after, Hina took out their eyes off of it. But carried that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way it'd be impossible.
Wait, I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible.
I tell you, liar. You're a bold-faced liar.
What? How? If the dead bodies were to move themselves. Huh? The dead body moved on its own? Kinda.
No, not another ghost.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think she was implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality, he was still alive. He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Well, I mean, we found his body. He was dead. Perhaps he was simply playing dead. That isn't possible. The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
Broken wristwatch is not what we need. He was dead without a doubt.
Surely you've heard the body discovery announcement.
I don't know what I'm doing.
One more time. What does this have to do with the broken wristwatch? Possible. Dead without a doubt. Dang! I am not on top of things tonight. I failed. Yes, I do want to give it a shot. Okay, let's get this sorted out. What is the broken wristwatch? Doesn't make any sense.
Hifumi's dead body.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess it's just the first one.
I don't get how the wristwatch ties into that, but I guess time? I don't get how it ties in. Can I roll? Okay, I need to get better at this. Okay, I need to listen to all. Okay. Thank you for saving me. Dead without a doubt. And you know what? How? Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along the rest of us. That's why the announcement was made. Are we really sure about this? No. Okay, signal someone else's discovery. I need to get better at this. Without a doubt. And you know that how?
Surely you've heard the body
By discovering this. Yeah. He was actually alive. Okay, no, it's got to be that one and the last one. Okay. No, it's impossible. That without a doubt. And you know that how? Surely the body discovery announcement. The main announcement was made. Really sure about this? It's actually alive, yes. No. Okay. Someone else's discovery. Okay, my three options are... Okay. I'm trying to figure out how this makes any goddamn sense. Yep. Oh, I know you're behind a couple of minutes, and it's weird. And, I appreciate the help. I'm just trying to... I'm getting flustered. I don't know why my stream is... Okay. Yes, I will give it another shot. Okay, we can't give up. Okay. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna read it. Again. Broken wristwatch. I don't understand how it has anything to do with it. Are you saying they were first found in Hifumi in the nurse's office? It's actually still alive. Let's remember that. No, that's impossible. Hifumi was dead without a doubt. And you know that how?
Surely you've heard the body discovery
Announcement. Dead body would be found. No, all of that makes sense. Like, okay. Saying Hifumi, we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office. There's a chance he was still alive. Yes. Dead body had been found, and that's why the announcement was made. Okay, I'm not finding a contradiction here. Oh, the contradiction I found. This is pissing me off. Jeez, I've tried every combination of these two together. We know that how. Someone else's discovery. That, like, that has to be the one. Okay. No doubt. I'm trying every combination of these things together, and I've tried broken wristwatch. Ah, this is so frustrating. I don't understand the link in any of this. But Kyoko's point is the last point, and that's... Yes, I'll try again. Okay. Let's make our argument. Well, that's impossible. But how? Surely you heard the body's discovery announcement, most of us.
Hifumi's dead body
Oh, another round. Okay. I didn't realize I could do that. Oh, I didn't know I could carry that through. This game cheats. This game cheats. Thank you for letting me know that. I would have been...
Was the body discovery
For an announcement that made... It's really intended for Hifumi? Ah. Thank you. The game... Okay, I thought you had picked from one of those. I didn't know you could carry that through. Ah! This game cheats! Of course it was the announcement that played right after we discovered his body. Maybe it was also because the same time that Taka's body was found. That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement. So there's a good chance we made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we're confusing whether the announcement was Hifumi's or Taka's. First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements. Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one. Did you say Monokuma? Any comment? Well, very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. What I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said they only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on? Huh? Later on? Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice. Second body discovery announcement. The first time it played, we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. Found. And the second time was when we heard it with a second time in the repository when we discovered the two bodies. Ding dong, ding dong. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. It is a set amount of time. It didn't seem weird at the time, but contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it? Exactly. If we were announced rediscovering both bodies, the announcement should have played. Then, in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
That's just part of it. There was another thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office. Oh, let me know! Because he was super good at playing dead. Bada bing, bada boom. That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there is anyone that can prove he was still alive. Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not. This whole thing is pointless. There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show him to everyone.
Yeah, he talked to, he's like...
through his glasses.
Okay.
Let's take a good look. Well, here's something we don't. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared. And the next time we saw his body, in the repository. But when you compare his body to before moved and the body was being moved, that's how it was positioned. Oh, yeah! I got it! Yeah! Back on track. There's one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves he was only playing dead in the beginning. Perhaps you'd like to fill in the rest. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item used to wipe them and clean the nurse's office trash can. The evidence I found in the trash can was... Got it!
Oh. Oh, yeah. You really must be behind. Yeah.
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the blood stain on the cloth should make things very clear. The piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course. The character was Princess Pickles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think. I highly doubt that anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like that to the school.
I see your point, and only people here who wear glasses
wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that. A few tissues, so I need to keep my glasses clean. No question about it. It belonged to Hifumi.
Yeah, so what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood in the glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth. Even if it's true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself. But who would benefit from cleaning a pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right? So let's assume that Hifumi's body was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretended to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say? But then, he pretended to be dead. What's with all that blood? Was it paint or something? The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we're gonna play dead. He should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. He got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot. And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have been moved to Taka's corpse. The one who moved Taka's corpse was... Hifumi! It could have only been Hifumi. While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room in Taka's body. That also explains how the door to the repository got locked. The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went to looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed to the repository, but when we got there, the door was locked. And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside. And it can only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there. He's convinced that all his body was spares. He dragged Taka's body to the repository. So Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it. You're having trouble. Would you like me to show you one or more piece of evidence?
There's more.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right, Makoto? And he took from Taka's lifeless body.
Aha.
Yeah. Alright.
Got it! Yeah! I wish they really would.
Note to fill me out hidden away, aren't you? Hidden note? That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants. What? In his pants?
This, in his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants part for now. Take a look what the note says. I found a hole. Maybe we could use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this was a little different from my note. It said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. This note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person can only have been Taka. That's right, Taka. Killer used their note to try out Taka and murder him. Oh. Hello, over here. Objection! 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 I don't really understand what is going on, but Hifumi had the letter, right? So whoever wrote it was drawing out TikTok. They were drawing out Huffy. Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka, and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Yes. Why must you ruin it every time? Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me. Fumi's glasses cleaning cloth. Oh god. First I was intended for. That's sad. I did it on the first time! I'm getting better!
No, they're absolutely
No connection. There is a connection. What the hell are you talking about? Note said at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've all proven that using his wristwatch. There's more. Look where it says to meet. The equipment room, right? Which is where Taka was killed. I see. So when Taka was murdered, at both time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka. You put it like that. No further objections. Someone used that note to trick Taka, just the same as me. Yeah, the culprit is a cold-blooded monster, telling people they've found a way out. They came out with Taka. What was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed on his pants, no less. Most likely, Hifumi stole it off his corpse after he died. Huh? He stole it? Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us. Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka.
Yeah, I'm on a roll! Yeah!
When I searched Taka's body, I saw his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. I'm right about this. The sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi. The Taka scrap and Hifumi's note. Yup, they're from the same piece of paper. Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece from that note. There's only one way to explain it. Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried freeing the note from his death grip, leaving behind both only a small scrap. Did I get all that right? That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly.
Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Full Keanu. Whoa. Yeah, after seeing this, Hifumi was super involved in this the whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Sorry. No.
Let's see through here. Alright. But
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
subtle details.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did this is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us had alibis.
Oh, saucy.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus. Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed both, me too, there's something been bothering me even more.
What might that be?
Weapon they used to kill Hifumi. Weapon? Yeah. According to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with having similar fractures and all. This is Hammer 3 and 4 still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. It'd take that seriously risky for him. Surprised. Seems that semblance of a brain knocking around your skull of yours after all. Sick bird, brah. Hell yeah, it's packed there good and tight. He's right though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear they were killed using similar instruments. The hammers were already laying around those other rooms.
So the question is, how's the culprit have gotten their hands on either hammer? Really, I haven't the clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2? These were accounted for in other rooms. And I don't think either of them is big enough to kill someone. Then, not possible to use a different weapon.
I don't think it's possible. They both killed the same kind of thing, right? So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow, I have to find the truth.
Okay. Get my thinking cap on. Oh, spotless hammer, we have this. Okay.
Whatever it was, there's one more. Figure it out.
Oh! Nope. I got a little jumpy. My streak is ended. Alright.
I witnessed them carrying it. Sounds like just they were fine.
No, that's definitely wrong. Wait. Okay, I'm approaching this from the wrong way. Okay. Okay, we have Justice Saber 4 as a statement. For more information. What? Oh, there we go. Okay. That was super wrong.
Murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all.
It was something completely different.
But seriously, a different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used it to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean. Huh? And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out the repository had all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammer used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain Marukuma's file note about wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him. And whoever did that is the true killer, the one Hifumi is working with, and the one who's betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume that someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there's no benefit to helping someone else carry out the murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not? We did talk about there would be any reason for anyone to work together. At least, that's what I thought at first, but...
Alright. What argument are we making? We don't want Spotless Hammer anymore. Looking for a new argument.
So our rules have been laid out for us. What if one more person is complicit in the murder? The only one who's actually carried out the act and graduate and survive. Assuming the truth.
Okay. That's how... Oops.
2 murders.
Oh, okay.
Ah, shoot. I meant to... I screwed that one up. That was all me. Yep, we're cruising along. Okay. Yeah, that's... There we go. Okay, maybe I'm carrying it around. Okay, try number 3. All right. Okay. Okay, let's cancel out the impossible. Yeah! It's a weird order to put that in.
Since there were 2 murders,
Yep. At least if plausible that more than one person was involved. Okay. That's just a weird order to accept things. What do you mean? There'd only been one murder. Yes. The idea of the accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefits. Risk versus reward benefits? Paid off working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in that scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible. You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplice to commit 2 separate murders? I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would have accomplice for their crimes. And based off the case events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder, so he couldn't back out of helping them later on. So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. Oh! That makes a little sense. And it'll look like the only one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. Yeah. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all. Okay, come on. Oh, come on, stream, don't die on me. The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning. That's just awful! How could anyone be so cruel? You think so? I can help but admiring its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd. The effort made to convince the 2 murders were that was the main characteristic this whole time. Kyoko must have noticed the fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look after the series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing.
Oh, I think I'm...
Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
Oh, don't make it her. I think I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then, who's the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's probably numero uno right now. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out his number of secrets. A number of actions, in the end, murdered him. And the debates up till now, the way the case is unfolded, when you consider all that, there's only really one person that it seems to fit. Huh?
Oh. Okay. Are we thinking it's Kyoko?
Me? What are you basing that on? I would very much like to hear your explanation. I guess we hear it that way. You have no basis for your claim. In other words, so who could be the real killer?
We just talked about it for Kyoko. Murdered him. Okay. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, cool. Okay.
It was Celeste! Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke. A joke? I wonder. So what do you say? That I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi? That's what I thought from the beginning, but interacting with him. That I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains. The lazy, worthless, good for nothing idiot! Pardon moi. Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it. Is that so? It is. Though certain investigation, there was certain behavior that was commonly only two of you. Considering what we learned so far, it's only further proves the two of you were working together! What is it? Comment.
Here we go. Back on track.
The behavior is in common to do with the suspicious individual on the suit, doesn't it? The only one who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi. Oh! I might have been right about this from the beginning!
Okay, now.
Bitch, please. Sorry. You said only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes upon the consummate individual. If you accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste had said as well. Are you saying that you told us was a lie? For taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began searching for this individual, correct? And not long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. On the second floor, because of what she had claimed to have seen. This draws to the physics lab, up to the third floor. She let the blood curdling scream. And when you all come up to see what she was wrong, what'd she say? Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. Oh, there we go. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down in the hallway and disappeared. Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, It was time for a partner to get to work. Huh? What? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office! This is bad! Come on! We have to go down! It is divided into crew groups, so we would discover the bodies at the same time. In fact, Celeste was so precisely the one who proposed that we split up. Then why don't we split into 2 groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well. Then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura. Well, since Celeste and Hifumi were working together all along, those chances events suddenly become connected. On top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was still Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan. Else would you let out a scream that could carry across the sea? Realize another strange thing. We found Hifumi, their office, who now is pretending to be dead. I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered. Celeste, you were the first one to say he had been murdered. You wanted to make sure he wouldn't have any doubt in our minds. I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing, was one big act. No. You were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right? Yeah, I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, that was when She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office. Each piece isn't much by itself, but starting to put them together, and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste? I have no idea what you mean. Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake. Oh, did I? I didn't even catch myself when you first said it, but... looking back, I can say that one little slip-up was your undoing. What are you talking about? I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us that Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura left Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed into the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although, I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you please repeat what you said?
If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. What is he alluding to? All I said was, they must really be enjoying all this. join instead of us standing around frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We're all going to die here.
Okay, I think that was it. Those guys.
Positively elated. Got it. We're all going to die here. And that's all I said.
Okay, maybe the guys. So she wants me to take the So Strange and put it towards the guys.
Hifumi's the first guy to be murdered!
Yes, figured it out. I knew it was part of that. Okay. I got it. I got it. Yeah.
It's like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead. Exactly. And we didn't run into her after we were all out of the hall. So there was any chance for her to have seen his body in a fitting room for herself. So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? How did you know that they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she couldn't have been too. You have such vivid imaginations. You know that. Imaginations. You claimed that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. The one about the picture I took. How do you explain the picture of the costume villain dragging Hifumi away?
It's easy. It has to be some kind of setup, right? Celeste put that suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You're the only one who could possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that the particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Fumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Interesting.
Simple. Sure that really a picture of the specific dragging Hifumi away? Yeah.
It was staged.
What do you possibly mean by that? Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up. No, there's no other explanation. Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away,
They posed for it.
the only possibility is...
Yeah.
Hifumi! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away. Ugh. But it is certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged around in the picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And this strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even further. If we saw someone wearing something like that in the situation, of course you'd notice it and be suspicious.
That's what happened. You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this.
Such a thing. It's utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away.
Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all. Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. Is that really possible?
Make my arguments.
Well, just a costume. Yasuhiro's message. Okay, Yuna said... completely upright. Okay. Okay, I know. I think I understand. That was fine. It was the next one that I had to go on to.
Failure. I am a giant failure.
Okay. Yes.
Let's keep going.
All right. Yes.
Yeah! Got it.
Not even the person inside the suit was unconscious. They could still stand up like that. Because the Robo Justice had a certain characteristic. I thought that would have been the design. As you can you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. That's right. They totally made a mistake when they made it. So it couldn't bend at the waist. I'm sure it was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used that way. Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they specifically designed and stuffed the hero into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Yeah.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate. Checkmate? Don't make me laugh, you idiot. What do you mean, checkmate? Celeste. Clearly you want to cram me in your little guilty box. Well, there is one little problem. Have you already forgotten what the Hifumi told us as he lay dying? Hey, Hifumi, who was it who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. That's right. I remember their name. Yeah. Yasuhiro. When we asked him who attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yashiro Hagukuri.
Wait, well, my name isn't really Yashihiro, it's actually Toro. Your confusing statement doesn't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are you sure he really pointed the finger at Yasuhiro? What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive. Kyoko, what do you mean by that? Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us? That's right! He used our last names! He calls us all by our last names! Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Nagai more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mention Hiro's last name, he would have said his last name, Hagukure. I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Incident? Don't talk. Random chance. Now, isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think that he wouldn't have said that name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more. So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name whoever killed him.
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to. Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What? What did you just say?
You could be a false accusation so far. I don't even know whether to laugh or to spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name. You think like a loser to you? Well, do I? What do you think I've earned the right to be a little on edge? Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name? Fine. Make sure your little ear holes are wide open and listen up. My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again? Celestia won't give up. So then, I have to do something to make her accept it. It's the final countdown. Ah, e-handbook. You're trying to tell us something. How many times do I have to tell you? It's gotta be the handbook. My name is... That is false! Objection! Yeah! That's it! The handbook!
What?
Anytime you turn on your handbook, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before. The handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now then, this is not your everyday notebook, so it has many more uses than that. So we all had to do is check our handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name. That's an invasion of privacy. I will refuse to cooperate. Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please just tell us. Even when I put in a check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because... Until the game is over, you'll never know what might happen. Fine then, let's settle it. Let me go over the case again from the beginning and shed light on all of your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end. All right. Why is that? No. Okay, let's look at our, There we go, okay. Let's see here. Alright, let's figure this one out. Okay, yeah, that makes sense for there, because he's looking at his watch. Let's see, going on through here, where's the ball? No, that's that. Oh man, there's lots of misleading ones here. Interesting, okay. Let's see. 'Cause that seems right. We don't have a ball anywhere in here. There's a lot of misleading clues. It's the backpack. Okay, I'm very close. Okay, and that goes there. And then the clean mallet goes here. Or no, it goes right there. Actually, no, it's Justice Hammer 3. Because that was the murder weapon for... Oh! It is Justice Hammer 4. Huh. It's this end of things I'm not quite clear on. Okay, that looks kind of right. All right. That one goes there. Oh, that one goes at the end. That goes there. Blah. Oh yeah, because they taught him to go at 1 a.m. All right. I don't know what goes right there. What's that backpack? Alright, we'll try it. Let's see if it works. Okay. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder, and that person was... Hifumi, with an accomplice. The killer was able to execute a number of the impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night, at 1 in the morning. That someone that met here as Hero. The murderous duo intended to pass Hero off as the prime suspect, so they met up with him. They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him in the Robo Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him. when the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they wanted him, they shoved him unconscious into the pool locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. Boing! And then that's where Hifumi killed him, making the scene of the first murder. Yes! The murder weapon was just Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason the Hammer number 4 was used to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So next, they falsified 2 more assault incidents. With these attacks, the killer pretended to be the victims to solidify Rebel Justice as the suspect. The first incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killer wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Rebel Justice picture they'd taken. They want to make sure they brought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident, attacking the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer number 2 and injured Hifumi to sell the story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds. That suspect was increasing the size of their hammers and attacking people in the order that they did. We fell right into their trap as they started looking for the suspect based on that, but... Yes! While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently brutally murdered. He let out a scream, draw us back, and when we returned, this is what we found. Meanwhile, the other group had the same out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when the body had been discovered announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in the tarp and used a dolly to move it way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. Ah! But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of that one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened during this case. And the villain behind it is... I did it! Whoa. Celeste! I got it. My prediction was correct. I guess correctly. Celeste! Sorry, you lose. Complete! I lost. When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck. Then you admit it! You're the killer! Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestial Ludenborg, actually, no. Takeo Yasuhiro is fine. Takeo? So you finally accepted it. I'm the kind of person who once I've lost, I don't like things that drag on. Interesting. Well, we killed the gambler. C, B, 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 A, 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 B, A, C. Okay. I learned some new aspects of it, and got a little stuck as part of it, but I made it through. I learned a little bit more of the aspects. Ooh, 85 medals. Yay! Okay, Monokuma, I am ready to begin. Or no. I suppose this is the end, right?
Is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. Please, locate your lever and cast your vote. When your votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice? A dreadfully wrong one. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Drumroll, please! And we did it! We solved another case!
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Teiko Yasuhiro.
No idea. I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all of my calculations. So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her speciality, lying. My speciality? Don't make me laugh. I did not have to lie to get him to agree. Then did you use, you know... I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but... it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Don't say it! Is she talking about alter ego?
What? What are you talking about?
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad.
Then you're the one who stole it. That's right. And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it'd be disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I was hoping you could talk to you alone. It's about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
It was Taka. He stole it.
What?
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you know what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the pictures as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
What?
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
He did?
He came to my room last night, unannounced. It's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I do not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
That's a crime! An absolute crime! I knew he got a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far.
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him! I'm going to fucking kill him!
Wait, please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Huh?
Taki is planning to use her to escape. And he's made you his target.
Escape? You don't mean...
Taka is going to try to kill you.
What?
And all so he can keep her to himself.
That bastard! Bastard!
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I? I have to save her!
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan.
Huh?
I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that the item had on him, it was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem.
You disgust me.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation? Yes, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place. So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid.
That's it?
In that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed even my own expectations. Life must really be tough on your parents, though.
Yeah. I feel like I could cry. But when you explained your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you actually let him live? That's simple. After he did his part, pretend to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he had been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on.
And he really believed that?
Well, of course. That was all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so no one could have doubted him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So you had a plan to kill him all along?
But of course, there would have been no point in my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dying himself. How could human life mean so little to you? That is a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Now you sound like Byakuya.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Then what made you take things this far? Was it really just for the money?
Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered to us?
That is a lot of money, true.
But that's not there is to it. From the moment our new life escaped, our new lives here began, my only thought had been escape.
But all along, you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
Obviously, that was a lie! I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here. I wanted to get out every day with fresh torture. And do you know why, huh? Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would mean nothing less than giving up my dream forever. And there was no way that I could ever do that. And the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing. And it was all for that dream.
And what was that dream of yours?
To live in a European castle.
A castle?
Aww. And to get handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them all dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence. Living the rest of my life, that was only my only dream, my only goal. That is what life is about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I do not have any regrets.
I lost you there.
Still, I do not have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end. So why would I? You sound so passionate, but you really were able to kill your own friends for it. Are you asking me to feel guilty? Well, that is a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing. That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding. That's what we should be saying. And plus, how could you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? my ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives his unconscious. And that's why you're not scared? That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had the choice, then I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
You just get executed again.
Celeste smiled then. When she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
You all done?
Oh,
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The Blackened disturbed the peace and must pay the price. Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for her, the ultimate gambler. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. This is what will give you the hope you're looking for. I can't ever say I saw it that way.
Which is why, actually,
It's not important.
well then,
Well then, take care,
take care, everyone.
everyone.
Perhaps we'll
So meet again
in
in another life. Burning the Versailles Witch. This is how it ends. This is how it takes. It burns. Burned alive. But it's a twist! Okay. That was not what I was expecting. I don't know why I expect anything anymore. But, yeah. It's over. Third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't take pity on her, but I also can't deny that at one point, I considered her a friend too. And for him just to come along and...
Isn't that just awful? Someone couldn't cut their free out of their regrets from the outside world, and so many people had to die. You guys are still so young! You need to place more value on your lives! Jeez! And here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
What do you care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad. Yes, it is. But that's the reality. Just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible.
How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste? So, what's the deal with that? Huh? What's the matter?
I'll answer your question if you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do to me?
What?
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez, oh, what do you mean what did I do? I have no idea. I didn't know anything about it.
What was that just now? Your mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time for us to get out of here. Meanwhile, you guys can go and enjoy your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Now that I'll do anything about it, of course. See ya!
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and despair. Although, it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko. Monokuma already mentioned it, but... what's that key that Celeste gave you?
So,
Most likely. It's a key to one of the dressing room lockers. What? Well, that means... Celeste probably hid it in there. I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, I better go check.
indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said, I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later. Why exactly are you going alone? Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera. That's not what I meant. I mean, why you? There's still a risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too. You. Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya. Then it's up to you now. I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are going to go together? Ah, does that mean what I think it means? Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed for the dining hall, leaving Kyoko and me together there alone. Well, shall we? Yeah. We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And the locker swung open. We saw...
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's safe. Thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart.
Now let's do that one again!
It's safe, isn't it?
I just did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be open to the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a little while longer.
So, now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me. Why are you trying to do all your own here at this school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me? Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried. Worried? Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared, and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that, it's only natural to think that I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe you. You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me, too. Because we're friends. I understand. Then, maybe I can believe in you. Just a bit more. Then, fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. Oh shit, what's going on? I decided I had to confirm what she just told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action. The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor on it. And the storage closet there, way in the back. She said it was the way back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but Kyoko really be right about this?
Alright. What a point to stop at! It's crazy! Oh my god! I wish the stream had gone better, but we found a stopping point. I hope all of this saves correctly. I have it backup recording as well. I'm gonna upload it on YouTube. Find me on YouTube, Spellbinding Circle Productions. Follow me on Twitter at what Wes watches, and follow me on Twitch as well. We'll stream again we stream every Wednesday and Sunday, 9 to midnight Central Time. Alright, it was an emotional roller coaster of a trial, but we made it through. And, what could Kyoko's big secret be? Find out next time on the next episode of on Daganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. Good night. Okay.